Go ahead. Let's go.
Uh-uh. The little head, you see the head, Chico. Wait. You see the head? No, I ain't finna blow by you. I'm finna get his name, Chico.
Rip
Chico.
that big. Stop. Go ahead.
We broke the news the other day about Myles Garrett going to the Rams. Then they kind of pulled back and said it wasn't gonna happen. Then, it really is happening. We just wasn't ready for y'all, to tell it yet. Myles Garrett gone to LA. The Rams already had the number one quarterback in the league last year. They had the number one receiver as far as yards, receptions. They had the number one receiver in touchdowns. Now they got the number one joke in sacks. And now Aaron Donald is going about this
As he should.
thing. Maybe I should come back.
Yeah. Report saying that he's considering coming back now since Myles Garrett has joined the team. And this is something that'll have you perk up a little bit. Sit up if you're at home and you're retired and you're still in the shape that he's in. Goodness gracious, you see that man built like a damn action figure. He can go join the WWE right now.
Right now.
He built like me if I was to take my shirt off right now. But I won't do that. But anyways, I think he should come back, and I think we'll see that in the next couple of weeks. Him announcing that he'll be coming back to the NFL.
All right, well, there's
he sees the opportunity, like you just pointed out, what they have on the offensive side of the ball and everything, and the defense side. I think
they go to the Super Bowl. That happens.
What? I thought 20 more gonna come in here talking about cap. I ain't wearing one today. I got the fur on. I got the Velcro on.
I just need Danny to work on his sentencing structure.
What'd he say?
Haven't seen that head in a minute, Chico. Like, come on, dog. You got to do better.
Man, we were talking about Myles Garrett and the Rams and Jared Verse.
Well, unlike other podcasts, man, we love our runners, aka the chat, and we acknowledge them from time to time. And if they really want to get on to get put on, make it a super chat, and we will definitely read it on screen before the show is over. But Chico, whether or not Aaron Donald comes out of retirement, which he's got the right to do, I fully support him doing it. I have no issue with it at all, no matter what his motivation is, particularly to get a ring. No, I have no issues with it. Okay. Even if he doesn't, man, you realize. And again, I agree with the Browns on this trade. I think the Browns got better. I'm not mad at the Browns.
Yes, sir.
But the Rams are playing on more limited time with the age of their quarterback.
Yeah.
And so this piece makes them instantly a contender for this year.
Mm-hmm. You see the power rankings right there. They got them number one in the power ranking.
Woo. Woo.
Yeah, man.
Woo.
When you have that window open as a team, you have an aging veteran quarterback like that. And the Rams has been investing in and trying to get there, for the longest. They understand that this window is open for them right now. So they made the move, which is, I think they didn't overpay or anything. I think they're saying that if the Rams mess around and trade Myles Garrett to one of the teams, I think in the AFC North, then that third round pick would turn to a first round pick, is what I'm seeing right here. So
okay.
I think the Browns did a great job of getting a haul back for him. Could they have possibly shopped around and seeing what else could they have gotten, or maybe squeezed out another draft pick from another team? Maybe so. But as Andrew Berry said, that they weren't actively shopping Myles Garrett around for everybody around the league. But when the offer came about like that with a Pro Bowl guy, a younger guy, a guy who can possibly reach where Myles Garrett is, and bring that same type of fire. You bring a hometown Ohio guy back to the team, and you get the compensation for him. I think it's a no-brainer if you're Andrew Berry to make that move, for the betterment of Myles Garrett to get a chance to chase a ring. He's always going to come back and be a Cleveland Brown Hall of Fame ring inductee or whatever, but you had to make that move, and it was just a cherry on top to get a guy like Jared Verse to come back, because not all the time you'll get a good young player who can actually contribute for years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said, Chico, because, 32 teams in the league, the Browns are one of them. That's down to 31. You got about another 20 teams that just couldn't be in the business of this deal anyway. That leaves 10. And then guess who also has a say in this? Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
So out of that 10, who can I go to right now and get a ring in the next 2 years? Because Myles Garrett, I think, spent 9 years as a Brown.
Right.
He's not going to play another 9 years, Chico. And if he does, it won't be at that level. And so you're right. He's going into the Hall of Fame as a Brown. So if you find a magic situation where somebody feels like they're one player or one pass rush or one series away from defensively being in the Super Bowl, you make a move for Myles Garrett, and then Cleveland says, look, we ain't going to the Super Bowl this year regardless. We start Shador, we're going to make the playoffs, and we can win our conference. I mean, our division, not our conference. We're not there yet. Let's bring in a guy that is potentially the next Myles Garrett and your homeboy.
Exactly. And like you said, Myles Garrett, of course, got love for Cleveland, but he had to take that opportunity to go to L.A. Make sure we got that straight. He said, I always have love in my heart for Cleveland, the city, community, and all of its players and everything else. But the opportunity to come here, meaning L.A., have an immediate impact and profound impact on this team, it was something I had to move forward with, is what Myles Garrett said.
Ain't mad at
it. I don't blame you, big dog.
Ain't mad at it.
Yeah, can't be mad at it. Who gonna be mad at big, strong-ass Myles Garrett anyway? He walk in the locker room, dog. You the man.
Can't believe they got the Eagles over my Cowboys, man. They smoking that good dope. The Eagles just lost a big receiver. We got two. We franchise.
You sound just like a delusional Cowboys fan.
I'm just speaking facts. I mean, it's beautiful they got them back to back 10 and 11. But I'm saying, I bet you this list was put out before AJ Brown left.
AJ Brown to the Patriots. I don't know if that's going to affect them as much as people think.
I don't either. But I'm just saying, with our two weapons with Dak, come on, dog.
All right. We got to talk more Cowboys football.
We just couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Damn sure couldn't. Wet paper bag defense. They made some improvements on that defense, though.
One ply tissue defense. Finger just busting through.
He's softer than Sharman.
Shout out to my man John Hardy, who tricked me into buying some one ply tissue at the time.
Okay, I don't want to know nothing about that. Shout out to Myles Garrett. How about that? Myles Garrett.
You know the outcome. You know what happened. You use one ply, you got to wash your hands when you're done.
Try to read that right there. Try to read that super chat right there. We got a $53 super chat.
I like that.
Making it worth.
You give me a
you try to read something there. Your turn.
You don't know your sight words. See,
maybe. You know what? No. I got to hype you up like this. You the best reader in the class, so you read it,
And you read between the lines, Chico.
Okay. That was dope. I like that one. Read between the lines. That might be a t-shirt.
See Maven AI with the $53 super chat. Like always, we appreciate the fan support. Appreciate them supers, Chico. You got to keep it on screen if you want me to read it. The Lombardi is not awarded in the offseason. Remember the 2007 Patriots? 16-0 regular season, 18-0 interim Super Bowl. Then Giants 17, Patriots 14. Man, don't remind me, damn lucky ass Eli. Lesson is simple. Dominance is not closure, and roster glamour is not playoff survivability. You're right. See, maybe you're right. You still got to play the games. But like again, speaking of my man John Hart, I remember years ago telling him, I said, man, this was July. I said, man, I ain't saying y'all gonna win it before the Niners going to the Super Bowl. He's like, well, why you figure that? I said, man, I'm looking at the paper. Y'all got the best roster on paper. Now, if the paper match the field, y'all going. And all I'm saying is, if the paper, which is the statistically best quarterback last year, you had a receiver who led the league in receptions, a receiver who led the league in receiving touchdowns, and now you add the leader in sacks on defense. How did you not get better?
And the team that plays, with the lead a lot also. So you're going to have Myles Garrett able to pin his ears back and get after the quarterback a lot more. He set the record 23 sacks last season. I think he had the quickest get off of any defensive lineman at what they were measuring. Man, that is crazy how big, tall he is on the football field in stature, how he can come off the line of scrimmage that damn fast, man. That's great acceleration right there, legendary acceleration for Myles Garrett. I think he was the last time
you played tight end, you was up butt up against a tackle every now and then. When is the last time you got down in the stance and see how quick you can get
up? Like real time? Like I've done it messing around with my kids before. My daughter was talking smack to me. I was working her out, and she was like, "You old. You got a big belly. You can't run." Da 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 da. I was like, "Damn." Right? And so I challenged her to a race, and I got in my receiver stance and got up out of there. Pow! Like after like the first.
I ain't talking about a receiver stance. I'm talking about one of them hands dirty, getting that one of them hands in the dirt.
Let me tell you something, when you're a former football player, and let me know in the chat if we got any former football players in the chat. You just do random stuff sometimes when you're in the house. Yes, I've gotten into a 3-point stance just randomly in the house.
And I asked you, because I know the case, how was your get off compared to?
My get off is you ever see the car try to get gotta keep pumping that brake.
That lower back locked up. That lower back and hips locked up. He's like, shit.
But yeah, I randomly go around poles or doorways and do this. Do that. You know what I mean? Might walk by somebody and hit them with you know?
I raised my daughter. I was in the receiver stance. No, I want that hand.
You want that
tight end. I want one of them hands touching the ground.
And the dirt, baby. That was my favorite part about football. One of my favorite parts.
We know your favorite part.
Pushing the pile, moving the pile, being in the pile. But of course, being on the end of that line in a 3-point stance next to a big 300-pounder, and we were like, we finna double team. You know what? Let me just go to another.
Wake up, Captain, drop a super chat now. Morning run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey, runners, grab your coffee.